Hi, welcome to EAI House. We're here with Max Knox, a man who needs no introduction, and a new rider to mountain biking, Hanku Kagolova. Hanku, the change from road to mountain bike, how do you feel about the change?
Well, I think for myself it's a big step, obviously, in the right direction. It's something new, it's a new challenge for myself. I'm very lucky to actually partner up with Max Knox, who's a very experienced mountain biker, and I think that's definitely the way to fast track myself to becoming a mountain biker, and that's going to be my focus for the next few years.
Right. Max, you've been going solo for the last couple of races. A couple of guys hunting you down. How do you feel about riding with Hanku?
I love artists, yes, obviously. A big, exciting challenge lying ahead for the two of us, and to think what's in store for us, a learning curve for both of us, me and Hanku, and I think it's going to be a great experience with someone who's got no worry or no nervousness about racing some of the big names in mountain biking. And I mean, what a privilege to be riding with him, and I think we're going to form a really interesting team over the next period, and hopefully with some big goals and aspirations ahead, and hopefully reaching them.
Yeah, okay. So in terms of short-term goals, some exciting stuff coming up. So I don't know, Max, what's in store in the next month?
Yes, this weekend we're racing the MTN National in Rooiberg. It's a 105-kilometer marathon through the hills of Mabalingwe. I think it's going to be really exciting. A big welcome to Hanku, his first mountain bike race, and definitely getting in the deep end with one of the more technical races that we have in South Africa. But I've ridden with Hanku in the week, and I think definitely he'll be up for the challenge. I think a lot of the other guys will be a bit nervous and a bit unsure and not knowing what to expect. So I mean, it might work in our favour, and hopefully we get a good result this weekend, which will lead to the World Championships in 3 weeks' time, and the Transal for me. And obviously Hanku will be here locally doing some of the more technical races, and definitely getting his skills up and preparing for the end of the year, which will be a few more big stage races for us, which I'm really excited about.
Okay. Hanku, most people think that road cyclists don't have the technical ability to race in the mountain bike scene. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I do agree that a lot of road cyclists do struggle quite a bit making the transition from road to mountain bike because of the technical side of mountain biking. This would be something that I would spend a lot of time on working in the next few months, building up to some of the stage races. Myself, I've actually come from a bit of a mountain bike background when I was younger, doing trials and hopping around on my back wheels, so I can handle my mountain bike. Going through corners and stuff, that's still a bit of a challenge for myself because I've been racing on the road, and cornering is very different on the actual road bike. So I think that's something that I'm going to have to work on, and something that will improve over time. And having a guy like Max teaching me and showing me the ways and showing me the shortcuts, how to actually corner well and jump over stuff, really does help and makes it a lot easier.
Max, Hanku mentioned that you teach him some stuff. What do you think you can learn from Hanku?
Yeah, artists. I like your question and your question before, and definitely a lot of guys in South Africa. I just want to mention something on that matter. I mean, a lot of them see guys as either road cyclists or mountain bikers. I think that's really unfair. I think you should take note of the athletic ability. We're both cyclists, and whether it be a mountain bike or a road bike, guys want to ride it as fast as they can. So I have no doubt that Hanku's going to get his technical skills. They're really good at the moment. I think they'll get even better. From here, there's only going to be an improvement, which is really something special to think about if Hanku's already at a high level at the moment. Then going on to the tactical aspect, also mountain biking, it's a different element, but I think a lot of the time the races that we do are very similar to the past. So I've been racing for 15 years, so nothing really surprises me in an event. And if you're prepared for anything, then nothing surprises you. So I think from that aspect, Hanku and I have both got a sound approach. I think his tactical expertise on the road, he's proved them many times, and I think it'll be an interesting element that he'll combine with my skills and my technical and tactical expertise, and I think you might find perhaps the new brainy operation of mountain biking.
Great. On Twitter, we've noticed that there are a lot of people making a big noise about South African riders taking on international competition. How do you guys feel about that pressure?
Artists, I don't think it's any more pressure than getting out and going riding the bike in the morning. We all both elite level athletes, and we've both been well versed in racing and racing at the front of races. So I think as long as you're aware of the fact that there's more competition, it's a lot more stronger and a lot deeper, and you've got that in the back of your mind, you can't go in there with the idea, hey, these guys are world champions, Olympic champions, we have to do a different race, or we can't do the race we plan to do. You can't worry about that kind of stuff. You'd rather just think to yourself, hey, we've done the training, we've laid the hard work, we've controlled all the controllable elements that we can control, and we're going to go out there, give it our best, have a lot of fun, and if the result comes, it comes. If it doesn't, then it's back to the drawing board and we try again. Yeah.
Matt, you've had a great season. Some records that you've been setting up. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Oh, this my year's gone to plan. I've had a few injuries which almost unrailed it, but I've managed to keep it together nicely and set up a few big wins. I had back-to-back wins in the M10 Ultra Marathon Series, which hasn't been done before, which was really special. And then also I've raced a few World Cups where I had a third in Serbia and I had a first in Clarence, which was really special. And combined with that a bit of stage racing and cross country, and I managed to pull off a win in Zani to see in the national XC race here in Joburg, which was also great fun.
Hanku, you took part in the Joburg to see this year. Tell us a bit more about the race.
Well, it was actually my first stage race on the mountain bike. It's a 9-day event and it was actually very exciting. I rode with one of my friends, Hendrik Stakler. We had a couple of top 10s in the first 5 or 6 days, and then day 7 I decided to actually join Darren Wolf for that stage, and myself and Darren actually managed to get a gap and right away and unofficially won the stage. So it was actually a really nice event as a first event to introduce myself to mountain biking from Joburg all the way down to Natal, to go through all the different types of terrains, and that was basically the idea, to get the experience, having also a good solid block of 9 days racing, and then also then to test myself against one of South Africa's best mountain bikers out there.
Talking about multi-day stage races, you guys obviously have big dreams. Tell us about your long-term plans.
Our hardest, naturally, any South African or any little boy in the world that does mountain biking must think about winning the Absa Cape Epic one day, and I know definitely for Hanko and for me too, that's a big aspiration and a big goal, and one we'd like to do with South Africa proudly on our shoulders.
Obviously people are going to want to follow you. Where can they find you?
You can follow me at Max Knox Cycling.
You can follow me on Twitter at Kachelhofer.
Two exciting riders, make sure to follow them on Facebook. Just search for EAI, and also on the website. Thank you for joining us. I'm Hardes de Bruin.